Stay with us to know all the assorted news. New Zealand scientists have discovered a rare baby ghost shark, a little-known species of fish that lives in the shadowy depths of the ocean.
Well, it was collected during our research trawl survey. We do this survey every 2 years, with the main objective is to mostly look at the abundance of some of our important commercial fish stocks. And we do also collect a lot of additional information on other species that we catch in the deep ocean. And this little ghost shark was one of them.
Ghost sharks, also known as chimera, are rarely spotted, and sightings of their young are even more uncommon. The newly hatched shark was collected at a depth of about 1.2 kilometers, 0.7 miles, underwater near the South Island. Scientists say the find deepens understanding of the juvenile stage of the species. Calling it a neat find, Dr. Brit Finucci, a member of the team, said the discovery was made by accident while conducting a research trawl of underwater populations. Deep water species are generally hard to find, and like ghost sharks in particular, they tend to be quite cryptic, she told the BBC. So we just don't see them very often. The scientists from the National Institute of Water and Atmospheric Research believe the baby shark had recently hatched as its belly was still full of egg yolk. The embryos of ghost sharks develop in egg capsules laid on the sea floor, and they feed off a yolk until they are ready to hatch. Dr. Finucci said young ghost sharks can exhibit different characteristics from their adult versions, which makes the discovery more significant.
So we know very little about most of these species, and what we do know tend to come from the large adults, which are usually a meter and a half in length. So finding one that actually kind of just sits in the palm of my hand is incredibly uncommon, but it's fantastic because it gives us some insights into the biology of species.
Juveniles can live in very different habitats, they can have different diets, and they can even look very different from adults. Coming across the juvenile helps us better understand the biology and some of the ecology of the species, she said. We'll take a little tissue sample and random genetics, she said. Then we'll do a whole bunch of morphometric or body measurements as well, which will also help us assess what species we're looking at. Ghost sharks are not actual sharks, but a species of fish closely related to sharks and rays. They are cartilaginous, meaning their skeletons are primarily composed of cartilage, which gives them an eerie, ethereal quality. Most species of ghost shark inhabit the deep sea, although a handful of species prefer to live in shallow coastal waters. Hope you enjoyed the video. If any advice for us, please write in description box, we will follow your valuable feedback accordingly. Stay with us to know all the assorted news.